And if you're new to my channel, I basically just blog about everything. The sun is going down and I'm sitting in my car and I really don't feel like going in the house. Like if it gets too dark, then I'll turn my car light on. But how you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing okay. I hope you guys are all getting your manifestations. I hope you guys are all living your best lives. If you are sick, I hope you're seeing yourself as healed. You're seeing yourself as well. If you don't have money right now, see yourself as abundant. See that the universe is always working things in your favor and things are coming to you, right? So, I've been trying to be really optimistic lately because just so many different things have been going on. Like my specific person kind of pissed me off, and then some of my homegirls pissed me off, and I was like, okay, what's going on with the 3D, right? And it's funny because, funny story, so the other day I had a dream about being at an amusement park and I was on this water ride, right? And I was actually on the water ride with my youngest daughter. And so on the ride, we had fun, we were screaming and everything, and we got off, right? And I woke up when we got off the ride. So me being the person that I am, I Googled, what does it mean when you dream about being in an amusement park? And what does it mean when you dream about riding a roller coaster? And so what I kind of got out of it was that, like, because with a roller coaster ride, right, there's ups and downs. And so the dream interpretation kind of was, life might be going up and down, but in the end, you'll get to your end. And I was like, okay. And that was my first time having a dream about an amusement park or a roller coaster ride. I never, but it's funny because I'm like, okay, well, I'm taking my kids to Disney World next month. So I kind of feel like, is that just what's on my mind? Like, what does this dream really mean, right? And even though the dream interpretation said that, I still feel like there's something missing to what that dream meant. Like, that dream, I feel like there's a deeper meaning to that dream that I'm just not really seeing right now and I'm not understanding. And maybe it play out in my 3D. But the good news is that if you are in an amusement park or you're on a roller coaster, if you have like a bad ending or you're scared on the roller coaster or something, then it's like a warning in your 3D or whatever. So I didn't have that though. Like the roller coaster was funny. We got off and everything was cool. So I'm like, I hope that dream just meant some stuff like, everything's going to be fine no matter what ups and downs I see, right? That things are going to work out in my favor. Now, I don't really think that like dream interpretation has anything to do with manifestation. Let me turn the light on. Oh, well, let me see. I don't really think that, oh, well, you still can't see me, but hey, you guys. I don't really I don't really think that dream interpretation has anything to do with manifestation per se, but you kind of know how like manifestation is kind of like based off of Bible principles. And in the Bible, there are a lot of dream interpretation stories. So I do believe that sometimes your dreams mean something. And I've had dreams about like a house fire, right? Which in a house fire dream, I think that means like you just burning down your old way and learning a new way. I've had dreams about climbing up a ladder. I've always had dreams, and I always have different. I'm 41, and then I always have. As soon as I have a dream, if I can remember, I Google it right then because I do believe that dreams mean something and that there's a hidden meaning in them. And even if I read about a dream interpretation, right, and even if I'm like, well, I don't think that means that, because once you read the dream interpretation, then you also think about what's going on in your reality, right? And so even if I read a dream interpretation, I feel like right then it doesn't mean what the dream was. Usually within the next couple of days or something will happen. And I'll be like, oh, that's kind of what my dream means. So I do believe in dream interpretation. I mean, of course, you get to believe in whatever you want. You get to decide whatever the rules are for your reality. But dreams to me, because I don't always remember my dreams. I can't say if I always dream or not, but I don't always remember them. So the prominent dreams that I have, I do always Google them. I write them down and I kind of try to understand what they mean. Because if someone did want to ask me, what did a dream mean? I do want to be able to kind of give them something or tell them something. But I do feel like the universe speaks to you through your dreams. I definitely do believe in that. I'm not saying that has anything to do with manifestation, but I do believe that your dreams mean something. Hi, Lasor. But nevertheless, so Yeah, I had this crazy dream about being on a roller coaster ride. And I just feel like, but I did finish the ride and I did get off the ride. So I feel like whatever that means about my 3D, it feels like something's going to come to an end, or I'm going to get closure on something, or something's going to work out in my favor. That's kind of the interpretation I'm getting for it. Preach it up. Dreams are super, super. Yes, they are. Dreams are very interesting. And like every now and then I'll have a recurring, like I always dream about my childhood home, right? And I think I have a video on here somewhere about dreaming about your childhood home and like playing with your childhood friends. But like every now and then I will have a dream about my childhood home. So I know that that dream specifically means something, or like what's going on in my life at that time, you know? I mean, honestly and truthfully, everything means something. Like, why would we dream and then wake up and remember it in our waking reality if it didn't mean something, right? So obviously, dreams have some type of meaning. Even bad dreams, like, and the good thing is, even if you have a nightmare, if you have a bad dream, you don't have to be afraid or you don't have to be alarmed. But I definitely would say Google what it means. I've had a few numbers that stick to me, like 3, 4 dream, but dreams off, I don't remember. I mean, honestly, I don't remember. I just exactly, like there's plenty of dreams I don't remember. So when I wake up and I do remember, I will instantly Google the meaning. I'll go into dream interpretation because I know that it's like something for me. Like also, like I one time I had a dream about a black bear. It was like the mama bear and the papa bear and the kid bear, right? And like they were like trying to protect their cubs, so they were coming after me. But I woke up, I didn't get attacked in the dream, but I just had the feeling. No, so dreams do mean things, you know. I just would say whatever your specific dream is, Google it and find out what it's. Have you ever got sleepwalking paralysis or lucid dreams? So I have I don't know if it's called projected or whatever, but I have like been outside of my body before or whatever, but I didn't like that feeling. So I don't do that type of stuff anymore because I didn't like the way it felt, you know. And I felt like once you're out of your body, you really don't get to control if you get back in your body. That's really up to the higher power that runs this universe. Like once you're out of your body, you do not get to control that. That is up to the higher powers. Oof, it's almost like a fairy tale, like or likes in the bears, but like really, yes, it's like because you're really running with the real bears, but black bears actually were like a sign of luck or something like that, or a sign of being a warrior or being brave. It was something like that. Like dreaming about everything is specific. Like every dream you have and every detail you have, specific. I never projected about friend. Yeah, so I mean, you know, some people are into it, and I get that and I understand it, but it just made me afraid because you're helpless. You have no control, and you don't get to control if you come back to your body, and that's the only thing. So I wouldn't like purposely do it because I want to still be in my body until it's time for me to go, you know, pass on to the great consciousness. Um, He saw his dad outside when he didn't know him before. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. I mean, even that, I would like look that up because that's as a projection, but it's also like a dream type state. And but that means something, like seeing your father or your father figure in a dream, right? I'm pretty sure that has some meaning outside of just seeing your father. I'm pretty sure it has some substantial meaning when it happens to you in a dream or in your like I don't even know what that state is called. Like I don't know if it's called projecting or peril. There's like a name, I can't remember it, but when you go outside of your body or whatever. And when I did it, I wasn't on taking any drugs. I wasn't smoking. I wasn't drinking nothing. It's something that you consciously can do and get to. But like I said, I'll never do it again because you do not control if you get back in your body. And I would feel like I would just be so, like, I was, you know, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't play with it. But to each their own. We all get to decide what we want to do with our time and our reality. So I wouldn't knock you for doing it. But I just know the feeling that I got when I was outside of my body, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it again. He was sort of because, oh yeah, you're already read that. Yeah, but you know, there's because we're on a spiritual plane. We're on an energy field. So our body is just the flesh. Like there's more to this world and this life than just the flesh, you know? Like it's just the flesh, but there's more to it. I had a dream once where I was apocalyptic skyscraper that was just a hollow square room, and it was just a giant square rings in the corner in the bee's nest. And I'm just looking. Yeah, bee's nest. I think bee's nest means something. Oh, or am I thinking about, I had a dream about a baby bird nest before and it meant something. I have a video on here somewhere. You'd have to go look back. But um, definitely I will look up what does it mean when you dream about a bee's nest, right? What does it mean when you're in a hollow structure because you're in a hollow square room with nothing in it? And what does dreaming about rings in a room mean That's kind of like the stuff that I would Google to see what that dream, because it sounds like that dream, everything separately means something, and then you'll know how it goes into your reality or whatever, or plays into your life. Flesh is good. It's why we like Citrus and characters, but there's more than flesh to life. Right, definitely. This flesh is just holds in our soul, but definitely there's a spiritual part to this life. Sorry, y'all, there's a lot going on right now over here. But yeah, I would Google it just to see what it means for you, what it means in your reality, and how things will play out or whatever, because everything means something in your reality. So that would be my suggestion. But no, yeah, the flesh is good, but you know, like, I hate to feel like I be preaching over, but just even with the Bible and stuff, how I'd be like, die to our flesh daily, because our flesh is just one level to this reality. It's just one level to what's really going on. There's so much more in the spiritual and the unseen, and like, because we live in our reality, and there's actually a fog, or the Bible calls it a mist, right? And that's why it says one day the mist will roll away and we will see things for what they truly are. And I think that's just the veil that hides back like the different things that are going on behind the scenes. Your quality language is very, oh me, that's because I smoke cigars. Like, my voice is usually more high pitched, but I've been smoking a lot of cigars lately, so my voice always gets lower pitched the more I smoke cigars. There are so many unseen things, and I feel like it's good, because if you're not ready to handle what's going on in the spiritual side or beyond the veil of what's in front of us, then you could get scared, you could get freaked out, you could probably, I don't know what could happen. But and then I them the way they're talking, the way they're interacting, because language or words that we use is just what the section that we live. Like I live in California, so we talk a certain way, and people who live in Baltimore talk a certain way. And even though we all have our own different vernaculars for where we live, we still know what it means to be hungry, or to feed someone, or to see someone who's hungry, or to see someone who's tired or needs sleep, or to see someone who's we can look and instantly tell if they're sick or they may have cancer, or whatever it is may be. It's like more of energy, less than a language that we use. I can't deny you're quite attractive and instantly enjoys. Well, thanks for the subscribing. You're talking real stuff. No, I mean, well, it is. I mean, but I've always been like on the spiritual side of life, because there's more to there's more to just what's happening like in the flesh wise, like, so. But anyways, like, definitely dream type of interpretation stuff. I always look into what my dreams are trying to tell me, because it is a part of your subconscious mind talking to you, so you definitely do want to know what that is. Yeah, I thought about writing a book about dream interpretations. Like, even though I like do video, well, every time I have a dream and I look it up and I figure out what it really means in my reality, I do make a video on it. I probably could have just entitled me, I want to know why I'm dreaming about it. I want to know, why is it coming to me. And then, like, if you want to say God is speaking through your dreams, like I said about the Bible, because in the Bible people would have dreams, or they would have like the I don't know what you call the person, but they'll come before the king, and then they'll interpret the dream before the king. And I feel like there's a reason that those stories were told to us. Like, our dreams do mean something. So, but like I said, don't be afraid of your dream, even if it's you getting a car crash, even if it's you getting shot. It doesn't mean that that's necessarily going to happen to you in the 3D, but there is some meaning. Maybe it's just a warning. Maybe it's just saying slow down. Like, you don't have to feel like, oh my God, I'm going to die now because I dreamed about dying. Like, no. And also, too, the biggest thing about life is just people are so afraid to die. Like, I don't want to die anytime soon. I manifest I don't. I want to be an old lady with grandkids. However, I still embrace one day I'll go into the great unconsciousness. Like, one day I'll be one with the earth. It doesn't scare me. I don't know why we're so scared. It's like, that is a part of us too. It's flesh is just clothed in the things that we can't see. But nevertheless, y'all, that really don't got nothing to do with manifestation. It just has to do with me and all the stuff or whatever. But nevertheless, I thought I would just come over here and give you guys this quick video, because it was a dream I had last night, and all this day I've been kind of Googling stuff and trying to put together what does it exactly mean when you dream about an amusement ride or a roller coaster ride. And I think it was just that dream. So if you dream about a roller coaster ride, I only looked at what it means if it ends good, because I wasn't scared, I wasn't anxious, I was fun, I was happy, and I had my youngest kid with me. So I wanted to look up what it meant, because I wanted to be sure of what it meant. So it just means that no matter what life ups and downs are going to come your way, that you're still going to get to the end, and that things are going to work out. And I'm glad, and so that gave me a lot of peace when I got that meaning out of it, because you know, a lot of stuff we worry about in a 3D, or we worry about what's going on, or it seems like it's not going in our favor, but that's not true. It's only ever going to be going how you say it's going to be going. So I'm glad I had that dream. I got the time to really read up on what it actually means and everything like that. And I'm just pretty like in a good place right now as far as like my dream interpretation. So anyway, you guys, I will talk to you later, YouTube. Bye.